a little bit late. Good morning. I hope everyone is well. Get excited. No one's here. I'm getting excited all by myself. Oh dear, we've lost a bag down on the floor. Hello, excuse me. Mary, get organised. I must have knocked it off when I walked past it. Well, there we go. We're all good. Oh, hello all. Corrine, hi Corrine. I thought I was talking to myself. Hi Corrine, hi Christine. Lovely to have you here. Christine from California. Hello, welcome to Wild Crochet Designs from Melbourne, Australia. Yay. Green butterfly, beautiful green butterfly. Hello. Here I am. I'm so sorry I'm late. Good morning, Elaine. Good morning, Kiki. Good morning, Margaret. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Wyoming Whips. Hello, lovely to have you here. Don't forget, everyone, good morning, Pamela. Good morning, Christine, again. I think we said it. It's Saturday over there. Yes, it is Saturday here, Saturday morning, Christine. And it should be 10 o'clock, but I think somebody got up late. Well, we didn't get up late. Notice how I say we. It was just that I was distracted as usual. I just work and then I forget. But I will talk about yesterday's upload. It's actually 11 past 10 at the moment. 11 minutes past 10. Hello, Raylene. Yes, everyone, don't forget to put your chat on. Let's have a look what we've got here. Live chat and not top chat. If you leave it on top chat, you will not get all the chats. You need to pop it on live. Now, every time I do that, I lose the chat. So someone needs to say something for the chat to come back. It's really weird. Thank you. Teresa said something. Hi, Teresa. Yes, it's a little bit late this morning. I actually had a really good reason this morning because I was working and literally forgot the time. So it's actually my fault, not YouTube's. Yesterday's upload. You mean 3 a.m. this morning? But that was an accident because what happened was I had it all ready to go. And I was waiting for it to go up and I fell asleep on it. And then I woke up at 2 or 3 or whatever it was, and it was sitting there. And I just went, send. It was ready. YouTube had it all ready for me, but I actually fell asleep. And then I went, oh my gosh, did I not click? I remember not clicking. You know when you wake up and you think, I don't remember clicking go. I remember clicking upload and getting it ready, but I don't remember clicking accept and, putting it through. And I never clicked it. It's still sitting there on the laptop waiting for me to click. So it's clicked. It's gone. So I went click, straight back to sleep. It was a bit funny. You would have laughed at me this morning. All right. So Kenneth, hi Kenneth. I've not seen you for a while. Lovely to have you here. Hope you are feeling much better, huh? Sometimes I wake up and I say, I don't remember buying this yarn. That's every day for me, Christine. It's every day, maybe twice a day too. Hello, Margaret B. We've got the two Margarets on or just the one? I can't remember if I said hello to Margaret before. I think we have two Margarets on today. You guys want to confuse me? Well, it's not hard to do these days. Guys, I've had a very, very unusual week, very different week, very, very different week indeed. A very odd week. Lots of bad things, lots of good things, but, we'll push all those bad things in the back and leave them there. Let's talk about all the good stuff. I wish when I wake up, I missed that. The chat's going crazy. My project will finish itself. I love that. Marty. Hi, Marty. We've got Kenneth in as well. The two fellows are in today. Lovely to have you both here. Two of us. Yeah, there's two of you, Margaret. There's two Margarets. Okay, you're both in. Thank you, Mary. Doing much better. So pleased to hear that, Kenneth. It's wonderful that you're here. And we've got our wonderful Marty here, the other fella of our crochet channel. There's not many fellas who get on. There's only the two of you guys. Let's see if we can, infect the other men to come on. We'll give them our little infection of crochet infection. How's that? Our crochet disease. Hi, Tori or Paulie, whichever one you like to be called. Welcome. Middle Earthians, hello. I'm back. My pharmacist literally showed up with a delivery right when you got on. Oh, don't stress. Nothing's happened. It's just been me complaining and whinging about the weird week I've had this week. Look, it has been a yucky week for me on some stages, and I'm just going to push that yucky week in the back. But the rest of the good week, it was an up and down week. wonder if you've ever had that where you've had such a rotten time and in such a good time all in the same. I don't know if you've had that, but that really slaps you in the face when when that happens. All right, so I've got a big mark right here from the slap where I had a bad day or a bad week, and then I got another slap on this side where I've had a good week. Tori is good. Thank you, Tori. Hello, Kimberly. You're at work. You will watch later. Oh, we'll see you soon, Kimberly. Have a good week. Have a good work, I suppose. Have a good day at work. Or a good night. Depends on what time your work is. I've lost all the chat. I was watching the latest video of yours, and then my friend showed up for a visit. Oh, those friends, don't you love them? The weather has been, the weather's disgusting, Margaret. This is supposed to be summer. Look, I'm wearing a skivvy. I'm wearing a long sleeve top. It's supposed to be summer. And it was, yesterday we put the heater on. During summer, we never do that. The house was icy. It was freezing. Middle, I was about to say that. Thank you, Green Butterfly. Thank you, thumbs up. That's live, Elaine. Yeah, I know. We have hit 19,000. Do you know what this means? We need one more 1,000 before we do a massive, maybe a little bit bigger giveaway. So when we hit our 20,000 mark, that's a milestone. Who knew? When I hit 500 subscribers the first time, I cried like a baby. I was so excited. 500 people are watching. And then I realized 300 of those people are probably family and friends. And they just clicked like just to be kind, or subscribe just to be kind. And I thought, okay, 20 people are watching. That's okay. It'll get better one day. And here we are, 19,000 later. What? Don't you love it? I've been having a nostalgic week helping parents sort out their loft that they haven't touched for years. Lots of interesting finds. I know, Marty. Don't you love that? We found some stuff in this room here is my daughter's old room. We call it the craft room now. She doesn't like it. And we find stuff in here that she has in her cupboards. And we message her, do you want to pick up your stuff from your cupboards? Yeah, when I get a chance, Mum, move all your stuff out the way and I'll come pick it up. I said, all right. And we just found stuff that she used to play with, or she used to read, or she used to do. If you didn't know this, Frances used to crochet and knit, as well. So she's done a lot of craft. And in fact, on my treadmill, I keep a tiny little heart, a love heart that she made when she was very young. So I understand when she was very young, that young, maybe not that young. So I understand, Marty. I'm such an exaggerator. So I understand, Marty, what you mean by nostalgic. That's amazing, isn't it, when you can go through all that? Very cold there in Maine, 19 below, and the wind chill is 47. I don't know what all that means. We work in degrees, but it sounds cold. Heater in summer. Oh, my goodness. It's cold here in Iowa. I've just learned how to say, I used to say Iowa. Iowa. I still can't say it. It's such a simple word. Kenneth, I can't believe the weather. It's just, Melbourne's weather's been disgusting because we had that rainy season thing and we've had it for 6 months. We've never had that before. Oh, we probably have had 100 years ago, or maybe 50 to be exact, maybe even 20. But it's happened this year and it's just, we're done. Melbourne's sick of it. We had enough of this rain, of this cold, of this yuck. Go away. Give us some normal. Not that Melbourne's ever had normal weather, but something different, please, if you don't mind. Bernadine, hi, Bernadine. Didn't see you come in there. Hello. Hello. I know, Kiki, hot. Oh, you know it's hot over there, is it, Green? You guys have got it hot and we've got it freezing. And you know what? It's funny because Australia is a very big place and a lot of people overseas just assume that all of Australia, or Aussies, however you want to call us, that we have the perfect weather, that we all have it. No, it doesn't work that way, hun. It's nasty in some areas and we've got the nasty cold. There you go. So Green Butterfly and Kiki are, I believe, in Queensland. So they get the nice weather, but sometimes they get the really, really hot weather that you just can't do anything in as well. So there you go. We actually got some sunshine today. Maybe now some of our snow will melt. Oh, here's hoping for you, Wyoming. You want rain there and you want it cool. We want a bit of sun. We want it dry. We want look, I don't think our soil has dried since October. Let's try August. even. That's how wet it's been here in Melbourne. Mum's sad that I no longer want my Postman Pat lunchbox. I would have taken it, Marty. I love that nostalgic stuff. You should see the rubbish I have all the stuff I have in this house. It's so bad. I know, Marty, it's okay. I used to love Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his clever white cat, clever black cat. Is it? What was the song? His clever black cat or his clever white cat? I can't remember. My son used to watch it, so I used to sing the song in the kitchen while he was watching it. Don't you love it? I don't know. Oh, no, Postman Pat and his black and white cat. That's it. It took me a while. It just clicked. Hi, everyone. Just about to go to bed when live popped up. Hello, Loretta. Lovely to have you here. We've just got on. I've been a little bit late today. Hi, all. My internet isn't behaving. So I'll be in and out as the internet allows. Oh, that's interesting. What about iOS? Teresa's trying to help me here. Good on you, Teresa. We need to talk, Teresa. We're going to do it live. Why not? Marty, that's probably worth more money now. Oh, you could probably sell it, Marty. True. Well, look at all the chat. I can't keep up with it. We feel that way in New Jersey. Yes. It's crazy, isn't it? We're having both cold and warm in Manitoba. Everywhere in the world, everywhere it's crazy. Only a few years older than me. Okay. I didn't get rid of I didn't get rid of everything. I kept my Thunderbirds comics and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Hey, you would have loved that blanket. I did a blanket once of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I've got to see if I can find a picture. Or have I shown you? I think I might have shown you, Marty, actually. We are warmer in Delaware. Corrine, 26 with a wind chill of yes. So we are talking all about weather today because yours truly was disgusted in our weather this week. Completely and utterly disgusted. All right, now that I've had a whinge about my bad week and good week. All right, so what's the good week that happened this week? Well, let's not worry about the bad. We've thrown that in the rubbish bin and it's gone. That's what I do. I kick it there and I leave it there. But let's worry about the good stuff that's happened this week. The good things that have happened this week are two good things. Well, let's try three. One, the beanie that I was making for, I won't say for green butterfly. I'll say with green butterfly's color combination. Well, I've taken it off the head and I just want to put it on the head. And you know why I took it off the head? Because I've made two beanies. This is the one you saw last week, which I had messed up on the recording. That's the one with that nice button that I like. Yeah. This is the one I made for the channel with the other button. And they're both wooden buttons. Yeah. And I made this one a little bigger to make the count work because I couldn't work out why the count wasn't working. I wasn't making a mistake. What I did make was the mistake in the very, very beginning where I didn't have enough count to begin with. I thought I had the 76. I think it was 77. I can't even remember now what the number was, but I didn't. I didn't have it. So there you go. We're actually having connection issue. Oh no, it's coming back. I can see it spinning. But it's no on and off. It's keep going. Anyway, that's the beanie green butterfly. That's the one that color combination that you chose. Now the little mark at the back is less noticeable than the mark at the back on this one. It can't be helped with this stitch because with this stitch, each stitch, and I've mentioned this in the last live, carries on to the next. You started in the same stitch you're in and you complete it in the next. You started in that stitch and you complete it in the next. There's no way you can adjust that. I tried many versions of it, but it's not too bad with this one here. And it doesn't really matter anyway, because look at that. How gorgeous is the stitch? This stitch is called the linked double crochet stitch, if you've not heard it. It's not the best stitch to make for beanies, but it's a great stitch for blanket. Oh, it's great for the beanie. It seems to work. It's nice and solid, but it's better to make it for blankets. I know I was making a vest for someone using that stitch. I never completed that vest. One day I'll get in there and complete it. I don't know who I'll give it to now, but anyway. And that's the end of that. I just thought I'd let you know that that green butterfly, that video went up, I believe, on Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember. One of the days this week. And then yesterday, yours truly did get the little love heart purse made for, it was for Valentine's, but one of our subscribers had mentioned it on a live. For the life of me, can't remember which lady it was. If you are on our live, you're not on our live now. I think it was a newbie subscriber, and you can fit my hand in there. So if you have a little purse, oh, hello, it's like a little puppet now. So yeah, she's always thinking silly stuff. So if you have a little purse, or if you wanted to put your cards in there, or some sweets, if you want to give someone some sweets for Valentine's, make the little crochet project and pop in some sweets for them and give them to them. So this is also a great bag for Halloween. If you wanted to make a Halloween project, you could change the colors and make this for Halloween. So there you go. Anyways, I just wanted to tell you that I did get that up. It went up at 3 in the morning or something like that. Something along those lines, because yours truly fell asleep. And I got up, and there it was sitting there, and YouTube was saying, it's ready to go. What are you waiting for? Just press a button. And I fell asleep. So it was my fault this time. Sometimes I have to wait for YouTube, and I did. It actually told me 90 minutes because I used like a high definition, a really, really high definition that my editing package collapses with it. And YouTube tells me it's a little too high for me. So I use a really good camera, and neither of them like it. But it does get through, and I just knocked my arm on that winder again. I've got a yarn winder sitting right here, and I keep knocking my arm on it. I just might have to move the table over, so I'll stop knocking it. But anyway, I've missed all the chat, and there's like 100 chats now I've missed. What? Look at the chats. Oh my gosh. Anne McSee, hi. Oh, you're melting there, are you, Anne? Poor honey, we're freezing here and you're melting. I'll go figure. I could really use that beanie right now. It's freezing here. Well, I'll be selling both those beanies at Pipeworks Market when it opens, if it ever opens. Keep telling us it's opening, but it's never opening. There was no reason to boil the kettle yesterday, Anne. Just turn the cold tap on. I must admit, I do wash my face or something, brush my teeth, wash my face during summer. I never turn the hot tap on because the cold tap is so hot. Usually, now it's like ice. I needed that beanie earlier this week. That's funny. I want to do the purse. Well, the purse just went up overnight, like 3 in the morning. So adorable. Thank you, Christine. I'm working on the linked double crochet beanie for hubby. Go, Corrine. You will get that line, honey, at the back. You know the little line that comes at the back, but it's a warm beanie for hubby. So yeah, tell me how it goes. Show me a photo when you get a chance too. Love the purse. So cute. Thank you. Wyoming cute, says Green Butterfly. Thank you. Is there a tutorial for the heart bag? Yes, it went up overnight, Christine. It's the very last tutorial you see on our channel. So go to our channel, check the last video that went up. That's the one you'll see. Yeah, that just went up. Now, heads up, when you're using your cotton, use a cotton. This is an 8-ply or DK weight. You can use a 10-ply and an Aran weight. It'll make it a little bit bigger. But no matter what you do, use a cotton that's a little bit hard and not a soft one. It's pretty, the soft one, don't get me wrong, look at it, but I think a bag looks better, a little bit more solid. I could be wrong. Maybe some people like it hard, I don't know. Maybe some people like it soft. I don't know. Easter 2 with eggs for kids. Yes, Margaret, it would be great. Cute purse, Mary, thanks for making it. Thank you, Bernadine. It's so cute. Thank you. Was it you, Bernadine? Someone told me during a live, can you make a love heart purse? I can't remember who it was. For the life of me, I forgot to put her name down, and I wished I had. I'm getting a few words, then buffers by the end. Karen, it might be your internet. Is anybody else hearing a buffering with me, please? Just make sure it's not my internet. Might have to choose and reopen YouTube, Karen. Yeah, it might be Karen's. Yeah, actually, close. What did I say choose for? Karen, close your internet and just restart, hun. We're not going to start anything for a few minutes anyway. I might do the purse in Aran weight and maybe a purple. Aran weight would be great, actually, middle. It'll make it a lot bigger. I don't know, and that way you can get more stuff in it if you like. But see if you can find a more dense cotton. This is a beautiful cotton from Bendigo Woolen Mills, which I mentioned on the actual channel on the video when I'm doing it, because I really love Bendigo's cotton. It's beautiful and soft. But I think at this stage, that sort of thing should be made with a nice solid cotton. And again, I could be wrong. There you go. You're clear to me. Okay, thanks, Christine. Thanks, honey. Thanks, Wyoming. Thank you. Now I'm hearing you everything. Okay, Elaine. It's obviously poor Karen's having trouble with the internet anyways. So there you go. Auntie T, are you still in the house? If you are, please let me know so we can have a quick chat to everybody about something. Bendigo have pastels in cotton. Now, I saw that. It does say limited range. Oh, you are here, Auntie T. Shall we have a little conversation with what happened on Thursday? I'm going to have a drink of water, because I need a break for a few seconds, guys. I've been non-stop since Monday, non-stop, day and night. I've been rushed. I'm going to have a good sleep after this. Oh, cheers, by the way. Shall we talk about what happened on Thursday? You're still waiting for my email. I know, I forgot all about that. But I'm not going to talk about that part of it. Oh, everyone's thinking, what's going on there? It's a little secret between me and Auntie T. You skipped me. Can I use 4? Oh, did I skip you? No, I said you can use 4. Yeah, a 4-weight cotton. I mentioned that. I just said, see if it's a little bit. I said to you, it will become bigger. It was you who said it. It'll be a little bit bigger. If you use a 4-weight cotton, the heart will grow just that little bit bigger. That's the back and that's the front. Now that little thing there is just a little flap that goes over here. What happened Thursday? Did Auntie T manage to get Mary near? Ah, shoot. Oh, no. Marty, put that crown on and sit at the back. Don't you talk again, young man. No more talking for you. When are you going to mention that word knitting here? Oh, actually, oh, gosh. No, I went to, remember last week? Oh, you weren't here last week, Marty, so you might have missed this. I showed you this little tiny flimsy, remember how I said I didn't like the size of it, and this was going to be the wreath? It's not. It's not. I went with Auntie T. We both went shopping at Lincraft, actually, and they had a wider, no, I didn't, but I mentioned it several times. I know you did. They had a wider version and they had the flat back, which is what I was looking for. Now, it doesn't have a measurement here, right? But on the tutorial, I will have the measurement. I do have my measuring tape. I will measure it myself. And you guys can see the way I measure it on the tutorial, but actually not the tutorial. I'm doing a video vlog this week where I will take a measurements of this and I will tell you what you need to purchase for your, it's a big, you're funny, Marty. What did I say? Young man. And I will give you the measurements on the video vlog this week. And we will either start this, the video vlog will be Tuesday. So we'll either start this on Friday or we'll start it the Monday of that week. But it's more likely we'll start that this Friday because I haven't planned anything for Friday and I've only planned 2 tutorials this week. It looks more like a neck chain. It's a neck brace. It's a necklace. It's a very wide necklace. There was something else we did purchase, but I'm going to leave that in a back burner, Auntie T. We're going to leave that for next week, and we'll talk about it next Saturday's live because I'm not going to do it for a while, and I don't want to, you know, give everybody's hopes up, and then all of a sudden I don't do it. But we did purchase something else that we were talking about, but I just wanted to make sure I mentioned this. Now, Auntie T also has accepted to do a pattern testing for me for a certain pattern that's coming up very soon on the website. Get excited. Now, I'll talk about that in the future as well. But I said to Auntie T, I'll send her the email of the swatch, the gauge, if you will. So go ahead and do the gauge. I haven't purchased the yarn for her. Come on, why are you doing the gauge? I didn't send her the swatch. I didn't send her the email. So I literally forgot about it, Teresa. I really did. Has been one of those nasty weeks this week. It's been the weirdest week. It has been a very weird week. Some strange things happened that really shouldn't happen normally. And some things happened that I thought, wait a minute, are you sure about that? So it's been a really bad week. But that's okay. We're going to put it behind us and move on, yeah? And I've lost all the chat. Again. What? I classify myself as intermediate beginner, okay, as I've only been crocheting for just over a year, but once you get going, it goes fast, doesn't it just? It's great. You'll love the wreath because it's just one pattern all the way through for the actual wreath itself. It's not a race. Do it at your own pace. Absolutely. There's nothing. I never race. I'm never in a hurry for anything. The only time I get in a hurry is when I say to you guys, I'm going to get it ready by Friday. And I don't have it ready by Friday. But it really, before I started YouTube, I just took, I don't know, I think I took a whole year to make a blanket. The average blanket that I can make in 3 months or 2 months now. Oh, it's really bad. But the same with the jumper. I took 2 weeks to make a jumper, and I had to design it as well. So it usually takes months and months and months to do, but it was a basic jumper, and I took 2 weeks to make it. So I rushed that, which is the reason why I'm paying the price now. Which meant I have to redo the count on the jumper. So those are the sort of things you've got to be careful when you rush into something. It's just not worth it. It's better to take your time, do things at your own pace, and especially with YouTube, because YouTube is always here. Your videos, my videos, that is, will always be here. They're not going anywhere. They're going to be there all the time. So you can go back and do everything at your own pace. It's fantastic when you have things like YouTube, yeah? Is the color block cardigan still going to be a pattern on the website? Yes, it is, Kiki. And we're going to talk about that in a minute, and I'll tell you why. We'll get a move on and send it already. Yeah, when I get a chance. Christine, it's so much better to learn the stitches. Speed will come with time. What did I just say, Pamela? It took me a year to make one blanket that now takes me 2 or 3 months. I think now I tend to rush it a little bit because of the channel. But yeah, it's true. You get faster as you go. Take your time, hun. I've been crocheting for 40-something years. Let's not go there. Just a long time, except it's a long time. Take Harry's got it. Mary's taking that slower. I just forgot all about Harry. And you know what it is? It's one of those projects that you start and you put it in the back burner and think, well, I've got to make this, and I've got to send them that, and they've got to know this, and the patterns for that, and I'm going to get back to that in a minute, and that just sits there. It doesn't go anywhere. So it is on the cards, and it will be made very soon, but in the background, and then I'll upload the final part once it gets posted out, because I've got to get it done. I just made a blanket in 1 month. Also, I also work full-time, 40 hours. So Elaine, it does happen eventually, but don't be in a hurry, guys. Really take your time. You'll get faster with time. Take your time. Don't even worry about speed. When I crochet, like you said, Mary, I take my time, and it's my relaxation time, Kenneth. Absolutely, I agree. Oops, it's been 50 years for me. I know, Teresa, right? Scary, isn't it? I've been crocheting for Marty's age. For Marty's age, I love that, Pamela. You're hilarious. I love the crochet. It's my therapy to crochet. It's my therapy. I get anxious easily. There you go. Middle does it because it's her therapy. Maybe send it to Harry as it is as is, and call it a crop top. Actually, no, it was supposed to be a loose top, and it was supposed to open up in front because he likes his chest to be shown. That's Harry for you. So it was supposed to be one where it opens up in front, but I was going to do a little something here for the gentlemen on the channel who don't like that open up front. Maybe some straps that go across or something there. But I'm just not going to do that. I'm just going to finish it off. And I put the tutorial up as a final tutorial. And there you go. Well said, Middle Thins. Oh, Edith is in the house. She's done a super chat. Thank you, Edith. Lovely to have you here. And thank you very much for your super chats. Always well received. And you know where it goes. I'm not saying anything, but I'm singing everything. Thank you, Edith. To be honest, I just started 3 months ago, and my therapist suggested it for depression, and the yarn is very soothing. Christine, stick with it, hun, because it's not just good for depression. This is what I'm saying. People don't realize this. You're going to get some beautiful items out of it. And you know what else is happening too over the past few years? Crochet's fashion, the dresses, the tops, the jumpers, the cardigans. We're doing one as we speak. Oops. They're all coming back, and you can make some beautiful clothes for yourself, or your family, or your friend, or your neighbor, whatever, and you get some beautiful items out of it as well. So you not only get to relax, but you get to look at your beautiful work. How exciting is that? That's fantastic. Yep, it helps with anxiety. It does. Thumbs up for Mary and her wonderful channel and great friendship. Thank you very much, Kenneth. Please, you know what? Thumbs up is a simple gesture. It doesn't cost you anything, and it does help me out on the channel. And it shows YouTube you still want to see more crochet. We want to get crochet out there. We want people to see all the crochet, not just some of it, all of it. Not just ours. Beautiful Bago days and everybody else's as well. No, I've always put Bago day at least once a month or once or twice a month in my videos. I always talk about it. The lovely Crystal from Bago Day, check her out. Crochet is great for my ADHD. Only time I can sit still. I'm pretty sure I have undiagnosed ADHD, Kiki. I am literally sure of myself. I'm so sure of myself. It's not just doing crochet that's the therapy. It's looking at things down the line and say, I made that. Absolutely, Marty. You made it, and you made it the way you want it. Like, you know what? You get someone's pattern and you work on them. If you say, wait a minute, I really don't like it that low cut. I don't wear tops that low cut. What's going down? Don't make it that low cut. Make it a bit higher. You've changed a pattern to suit you. Look, there's no limit to crochet. This is why I like it so much. There is no limit. You can make anything now. Let's not talk about what Marty wants me to make. Marty, do I dare you to say it? Go on, Marty. You say it often enough. Let's hear you say it again. What do you want me to make? We'll talk about that in a second because he's done it before. He'll say it again. This channel really motivates me. Yeah, I'm so glad, Christine. We are a bit of a crazy mob here. But you get used to us. We really are weird. I was on FaceTime with my mum today, and I got a glimpse of one of her items I made for the family on the couch. One of the items, sorry. See, Mum shows it off, middle. Before I learned to crochet, it doesn't matter. It's therapeutic until you get to the end and have 5,237 ends to win. What's wrong with that, Marty? The problems with my internet are so bad. I just heard you talking about the beanie, so I'll leave you on for algorithms. Oh, sorry, hun. Oh, I hope it gets better. Oh, don't you hate that? The Katie Kiki Kitty Cat. What is it? The Katie Kiki Kitty Couch in the khaki. Let's do it, right? The Katie Kiki Kitty Couch in khaki. The Katie Kitty Kiki Couch in khaki. The Katie Kiki Kiki Couch in khaki. Oh, don't let Franca hear you say that. She is still waiting for a patchwork cardigan. We're doing a patchwork jumper. I was hoping my Speedos was the pattern you and Auntie T were talking about. Oh, Marty, I knew you'd say it. I thought you were going to say the other thing, Marty. They start with B. Budge, regard. I thought you were going to say the other thing. All right. So, look, we've spent 33 minutes talking about nothing. Don't you love it? Isn't it amazing how nothing can be a subject? Nothing. That's the one, Kiki. I would thought that Marty would be the first one to say that. Don't give him any hints, Mary. I tried not to, but he couldn't help me. He said the wrong one. Well, no, he did say the right thing because he says that as well. Speedo. Oh, Marty. Oh, now I've lost the plot. All right, come on. Let's get serious. This is a crochet channel, Marty. We'll get serious now. You love it when I say let's get serious, don't you guys? Because you know I never do. Marty, I can make you a speedo in time for Christmas. That's all right, Christine. Don't worry about it. Take your time. Little speedo in time for Christmas. Doesn't matter. It's a good Christmas gift. Actually, here in Australia, Christine, it's summer. You can even wear it if you came to Australia. Wouldn't need much yarn. Oh, look, come on, excuse me. Let's get down to business. All right, so what happened this week on the channel? You got 2 accidental beanies because I messed up one. You got the beautiful love heart purse. You were supposed, that's for Valentine's Day, by the way. You were supposed to get, what was the other thing? Oh, I've got it written down. I've got a different page here because I was having a look at the February projects. And we're not too badly, I thought we'll be behind, but we're actually not. And I'll talk about that in a minute. I don't know. Where's the paperwork? Hello. That says what we're doing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh, here it is. All right, we're supposed to do the Man Beanie Monday with that beanie. We're supposed to do the beginner project. That's what we missed. The beginner project Tuesday. We were supposed to do the video vlog Thursday. And we were supposed to start the reef on Wednesday. None of that happened. Oh, no, it did. The beanie happened. And I did change it because of Valentine's. I wanted to make sure we did our Valentine's project before we missed out. And I didn't want to miss out on Valentine's. I think last year's Valentine's project was made on Valentine's or the day before. We don't want to do that this time. It's done. It's complete. We may make something tiny, tiny for the reef once the reef is done. And as you know, we are doing the reef this year. It is a 1-year project. The first month was January. We've missed that. But all that is crocheting the actual reef. We're not going to make a project for the reef. The reef is January's project, all right? Making that reef. You will need one color. I haven't decided on measurements yet. As you can see, the bag hasn't even come out of the bag yet. So I'll get to play with that this week, especially when we do our video vlog. And you'll get an opportunity to hear all the information you need, the amount of yarn you will need for the actual reef, the yarn I'm going to use, the hook size. And you know what? I still haven't even decided that. And that's a quick decision I make on the spot, you know, the spur of the moment. I do that often. And you can't go wrong as long as it's cotton or acrylic. You can't go wrong. I would suggest, now I've gone itchy now, just touching dust. I would suggest not using wool on the reef. I'm having trouble with my connection at the moment too, guys. So hopefully you can still hear me. So just bear with me on that. But don't use the wool, yeah? And we need the lot. Teresa, I think Marty read our mind. Read Marty's last message, hun. That's very interesting. That's hilarious. Hilarious. All right, so still looks and sounds good to me. All right, that's good. I just saw it flicker twice, but that's okay. I'm just going to have a quick, still good for you. I'm glad. Cheers. All right. Now, the reason I didn't have it on the right page is because before I did the beginning of the year vlog or video, I'm not saying a word, neither am I, Teresa. we got our lips are sealed. Oh, drink time. That's right, Edith. You go, girl. It's probably the right time of day for you there, Edith, to have a bit of a drink with special water. Not for some of us. All right. Can we get back to business? I've put down in February, all of February, that we were going to do a patchwork jumper, a Valentine's Day project, quite a few beginner projects, the reef. Let's try wreath. I still call it a wreath. Like, you know, the ocean reef. The wreath, W-R-E-A-T-H. And a few scrap busting projects. I'm no stool pigeon, neither am I, Teresa. Oh, what was that? Who said that, Edith? It is, but don't drink. Oh, don't you? Oh, I know somebody else that doesn't drink. There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay. So guess what, guys? Believe it or not, we're almost okay for February. Okay. Okay, get it? Okay. That patchwork jumper, as someone mentioned before, I can't for the life of me remember who it was now. Kiki. The patchwork jumper is on its way. I have finished the front of the patchwork jumper. Get way too excited. And I've also finished the sizing of the front. So I know all the 9 sizes for the front that you will need for your size. Okay. Anything bigger or smaller than that, there's not much I can do about it. I just use the normal 9 sizes that you see on the, I don't know what short it's called, something Council of Yarn or something like that. I can't remember it, but I use the main sizing. Now I will pop the sizing in the actual pattern as well, so you'll get an opportunity to see, like, just say it's 112 stitches. I'm sorry, let's try that again. Just say it's 112 centimeters. You'll see your sizing between 112 and whatever it is. So you'll see a sizing and you make that size for your measurements. And we'll talk about that when the actual pattern is complete. But I've done the front and I've worked out the sizes for each size, just for the front. But it's very simple jumper, because we're not doing the cardigan because that'll take too long to work out. But the jumper is very simple. You just do two exactly the same. We're going to do a ribbing down the bottom, a ribbing on the sleeves, and a ribbing on the neck. The only thing with the ribbing on the neck, the sleeves and the bottom is normal, but the ribbing on the neck might be a tad difficult for some people. Now I'll explain that is because I do the ribbing up, turn, and then attach to the piece, and then move it around, up, turn, and attach. So that can be a little bit tricky for the new crocheter. I would be willing to show a different version, like just a half double crochet in a back loops, that kind of, let's try back post, front post, for the new crocheter if they're interested in doing that. It may not look the same as the rest of the jumper, that's all. But I do like that ribbing done that way, because the up down one, because it looks like the bottom and the ribbing on the sleeves as well. So I'd rather keep it that way for the actual pattern. The pattern is made in one piece on the front, one piece on the back, one piece on the sleeve, one piece on the other sleeve, and then it all attaches. So it's very basic. The only difficult part is the changing of the yarn. And now once you get that, the rest is simple. There's only one stitch. 1, 2. Half doubles for the whole piece and singles for your border. Simple as that. Yeah. All right. Okay. Oh my God, do you say H like us in Cape Breton? I'm not sure what you mean there, Bernadine. Maybe I do. Wreath. Have autoimmune hepatitis, and drinking would make the liver. Don't drink, honey. We want you to keep nice and healthy. Spell wreath again. W-R-E-A-T-H. W-R-E-A-T-H. Yeah? Why? Oh, H. Oh, I got what you mean, Bernadine. Some people say H. I know. I got what you mean. I say H. I think in Australia we say H. Kiki, help me out there. I only drink on days that start with T. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, what is it? Saturday, Sunday, today, tomorrow. I just put H's on the other ones as well. Oh my gosh. You do. We do. I mean, I don't know. We do, I suppose. We say H. H. When you were at school, didn't you do that? H for hat. H. I remember that in the old days. That was a long time ago. It was like 100 years ago. Height. How silly are we? But when I became a teacher, they told me I was wrong. I know, Bernadine. We get told we're wrong all the time. You tell them what they can do with their wrong, won't you? I thought you were only 29. I am 29 again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Let's make a song out of it. Let's not. Let's get on with what we're going to talk about. Very big live today, and we haven't even started. Oh my gosh, we have not even started. What have I decided to call the live project? You're probably wondering. I did have a name, but I changed my mind. And I still don't know what I want to call it. I'm killing you. Am I middle? Oh no, we want to keep you young and fresh. Don't die. I got what you meant. Let's name this thing. I'm not going to worry about the name. We'll talk about the name next week. I had 2 names. I even said it on my tutorial last night. Oh, you'll have to wait till tomorrow because I've got a name. And now I've changed my mind this morning. You know what I did name it? And I still don't know if I want to keep that name. I named it Making It Live with Wow Crochet. That's what I named it. But I've changed my mind again. So I don't know. We'll have to think about it. Hey, us Aussies don't really speak proper English. But we hit a point across spelling proper English, our English good. Just call it Bucks Fizz because you're always making your mind up. I love Bucks Fizz. What do you know about Bucks Fizz, Marty? Come on. You can't be the age you are and know all about Bucks Fizz. Oh, you should have been born in our time, I think, Marty. Amazing how English is different around the world. Look, I don't care what people say. I just say what I want. I called us yarnsters the other day. We're all yarnsters. I don't know if I made that word up, if I heard it somewhere. It doesn't matter. It just sounds good. No, we don't care. We change the words all the time. Who cares? Doesn't matter. All right, let's get on with what's happening today. We are doing our first live project together as a group. And I'm singing it again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So we're doing our first live project together as a group. Now, I've seen other people during lives turn their cameras around and face it down. I can't do that because I don't know how to. So you're just going to have to wing it, guys. But I will go through it slowly. I'll be showing you kind of like a face on and turning it around that way and hope that you get it. But we are doing the basic. What are we doing, guys? Who remembers what we're making today? Let's see if anybody can tell me from last Saturday and what happened last Saturday with that bad democracy. It's a shame you weren't on last Saturday, Marty, because that was a really bad democracy day. It really was. Or Democratic Day, if I can say it that way. We do hear also they will add some new ones on the dictionary. Absolutely. Every year they add new ones. Tote bag, thank you, middle. Marty's No, Christine, we're not making that. Not today. Tote bag, thank you, Kiki. What yarn and hook? Middle, that's entirely up to you. Tote bag, thank you, Bernadine. Excuse me. We're doing the tote bag. We did say we were going to do granny square. Started off with some granny squares and patch them together and, you know, that sort of jazz. So that's exactly what we're going to do. That was the best because we took control of the live. I know, Edith, I had no idea what was going on. Bernadine says the runner. There was a lot of issues between the runner and the tote bag. Marty, if you were here, you would have laughed. Now, I say Marty because it's something that Marty would probably do. He would probably trigger us off to stir us up. I know you do, Marty, and I know you love it. But that's good because that's what we like. A little bit of fun on the channel, a little bit of excitement. Marty apologized to me already. He's forgiven. Oh, is he? I'd investigate Kiki for election fraud. Last week during the live, she messaged me and tried to convince me to come on. I love it. Now, I'll tell you what. I told last week I was so... I couldn't stop laughing last week, and I'm starting again. I said this week or next week when we do it, or the week after, whenever this live project finishes, we're doing it this way. So there'll be no more rigging the vote. Because I had no idea what was going on after a while. I thought, did someone just vote twice? And then I'll change my vote. Okay, we're changing the vote. I'm allowing them to change the vote. It was hilarious. It just got so far out of control. I thought, no, not this time. Next time we're doing the hat. And if you voted, that's it. No more votes for you. Oh, it's hilarious. But I don't know how I'm going to control that either. Because if we get 25 to 30 people on our lives. Imagine if I got like 100 people writing up always. Imagine if I got all 19,000 of them on. And my vote is... You started it, Edith. I don't know who started it, but it drove me nuts. I went off the live and I sat down on the couch, grabbed a coffee, sat on the couch and went, what just happened? I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing anymore. I had to look at the book and all I could see was scribble. It was a mess. And then I thought, did I say it wrong? I don't know anymore because there's so much scribble everywhere. Oh, yucky, it's cold there. Oh, it's very cold there. Hi, Sherry. Or Kathy, I got it. She's another Iowa. Iowa. Someone help me out with that word. Ohio. That's it. It took me ages to get out. All right. Okay. So we're going to start. Let's just get down to business. Start getting serious. Num. That's not even the right fingers, is it? Num. I don't know which one they use. Ohio. I use the H. Ohio. Ohio. It's different from Iowa. I know, right, Elaine? I just get them both mixed up. That's my problem. I get both those mixed up. You guys are good in English, all right? They don't look our English, Bernadine. We speak the best English in the whole wide world. I'm sorry. It does sound very much like that, doesn't it, our English? In the whole wide world. With the accent. All right. Come on, guys. Let's get down to business. Stop distressing me. Stop stressing me out. Cotton number 1. You can use for our live project. How do you manage to pronounce Aussie suburb and town names, Mary? I don't know. Kiki, especially those big words, the big long ones. We'll get it. Good luck trying to pronounce some English counties. Then, oh, that's right. Let's see if I can do this one. Okay. You've done this before, Marty, and I've tried it before. We're going to do it again. Gloucestershire. Gloucestershire. Huh? Gloucestershire. 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 Shire with the Gloucester in front of it. I don't. Gloucestershire. We are at 1 degree. Oh, no, seriously, Edith, that's nasty cold. I think she just cursed us all. Wollongong, Indooroopilly. Oh, I think I said that right. Indooroopilly? I think I said that right. Okay. Gloucestershire. Is that all? Gloucestershire. That's right. I think we said that last time and I said, that's it? Gloucestershire. Gloucestershire? Sure. Gloucestershire. Is that it? Did I do it? Gloucestershire? Thanks, Margaret. I forgot Margaret. Oh, here we go. Kim says, Iowa. Thank you, Kim. Indooroopilly. Oh, really? Is it Indooroopilly? Seriously? I said it wrong. Perfect. Thank you, Marty. Ask me again in a few months' time. One more time on the live. Guarantee I'll get it wrong. I will. All right. So we are using... Good morning, Yvonne. Good morning. Today I couldn't say differentiation. I couldn't even get it out then. Differentiation. It would not come to me. I thought I was getting old age disease. No, I struggled saying just now. With a decent English accent too. Oh, did I? Oh, you're funny, Marty. Okay, Indooroopilly. Indooroopilly. I have 4-weight cotton. You can use that middle. Yes. Hope that I have enough. Matomidi. What's that? Am I saying that right? Matomidi. I'm not sure what that is. Edith, help me out. Middle Earthian, same. I think it will work bigger. It'll be bigger, but it's okay, Christine. It'll be a little bit bigger. And the thing with your tote bag, it can be bigger. Yeah. You can use whatever size cotton you like. Just remember, if you use a thinner cotton than the 8-ply or the DK weight or the 3-weight overseas, that it will be too small. Yeah. But 8-ply or 10-ply. DK weight or an Aran weight would work perfect. Yeah. As usual, Mary needs to cheer up. I think I need some medication. I've got a bit of a headache happening here now. All this laughing and silliness. Give me a headache. Cheers. It's a sinus headache. Can't you see the eyes? They're gone. I get so much sinus. It drives me nuts. City name here. Na to meet die. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, I feel better. Yeah, I know, right? I get a lot of sinus, Sherry. Lots of it. It's like it's always. And I'll wake up at 2 a.m. with it, 5 a.m. with it. I've got sprays. I've got medication. Nothing works. It's okay, Mary. Everywhere in Australia can be called whoop whoop. That's right. We do it all the time. Go over there to whoop whoop. We do that all. We say that all the time. You're right there, Kiki. Then again, I always used to pronounce Melbourne as Melbourne. I actually do it for a joke. We say Melbourne, right? Melbourne. But I say Melbourne for a joke, and it actually has stuck with me. So I think Kiki picked it up once, when she said, why do you say Melbourne? We usually say Melbourne. Kiki picked it up not long ago, but I do it for a joke, did it for a joke in the past to say Melbourne, you know, just for a joke. And now I say it all the time. It's become habit. Isn't it funny what makes habit? Right when we're about to start the live project, need to eat supper. Oh, that's all right, hun. It's going to take us ages to start. Everyone's gone crazy here. We might not even get it started today the way we're going. City name, Madamidi. Is that right? Madamidi or Madamidi? Edith. Did I say die or D? Is it die or D? Melbourne. In honor of our bin chickens. Of the bin chickens. Hey, what's that mean? I missed that. Just, you know, tell me about that. It's right over my head. I'll be eating something quick anyways. Oh, this is going to take us ages to start. These guys are stressing me out. All right, you need a few colors today. I'm using the green, and I've forgotten where all my colors were. All right, so I've got the green. I'll be using the green, and as usual, there will be a red in there. I also sometimes pronounce crochet. Oh, Marty, you. Auntie T, look after Marty now. He's been really naughty. Good one, Marty. He's very naughty. Very, very naughty. Very, very naughty. All right. So I'm trying to think of all the colours we will use. Notice how I do this outright. I just make it out off the top of my head. It's something I always do. I've never done anything different. What about, I've got orange, but that's not 8-ply. It's a 4-ply. I know it's a 4-ply. It's a lightweight. Oh, it might be an 8-ply. No, it's a lightweight. Sorry, guys. So no orange. And orange was one of their older colours too. I don't even know if they still have it. You can use any cotton you have in your stash that's either 8-ply or 10-ply. They're all 4. Oh no, what have I done? Oh no. Oh, here we go. Here we go. There's a ghost. Yes. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. I've got 3 colours so far. The green, red, and, well, you can use any you want, anything you like. Oh, hang on, here we go. No, here we go. Change my mind. Change my mind. Who remembers the Rusterman Vibrations poncho? Who remembers that? I like the comment, Marty. He's very cheeky, our Marty. He's very, very cheeky. Thanks, Marty. I have seen a lot of people calling crochet. Marty and Teresa. Yep, Teresa, Auntie T, this is one of the first time I've done this. Maybe a second time. Auntie T, get in the corner. Put on Marty's crown and get in the corner. Seriously. Now, I do have an old pink, and it's an old one. And I have this light green, and they are all 8-ply. Who remembers the Rusterman Vibrations poncho? We use some of this in the Rusterman Vibrations poncho. What else have I got in there? And of course, the 8-ply cream. The 8-ply cream. And there you go. So I'm going to use these 3 colors, and shall we use a red? What shall we use, guys? Help me out with colors. This is my bag, but what shall we use? I need one more color. I got a pink, the green, the cream, and I reckon the gray, the ghosty color, yeah? I reckon the ghosty color will go down well. We'll forget about the red because I use red all the time. Let's file the red. A gray. Gray says Sherry, yep. Yep. Purple, I don't have purple on me. I do have it somewhere. Oh, I have it. Oh my gosh, there's another color. Oh my gosh. Let's put this dark green back. I don't want that. Oh my gosh. Are you ready for the other color? I think I like the blue bit. It's a bit messy. Check it out. What shall I get rid of? Maybe I'll get rid of the green. I don't know. What do you reckon? Oh, the blue is better than green. Yeah, I think we get rid of the green. Pink. Definitely the pink we're keeping. $10. Oh my. Grey. Green. Dump it. Yep. All right, we're getting rid of the green. That's it. Green is out. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everyone. We all like the blue. I love the blue. It looks great. A lighter blue would look even better, but this blue's fine because we've got the grey there. Yeah. Dump the blue. Oh, that's right, because you're green butterfly. You live in Marbo. Is that what it's called? Marbo? Marbo? Maybe we need to change the into T. No, no. Marty, stop it. You'll like it. Thanks, Kenneth. Wyoming, dump the green. Yeah, it looks great. I love this look. This is the way what we're doing today. See how my mind can be changed like that. Ow, that was loud. That went right in my ear. I just scared myself. Okay. Shit. I don't know how you put up with me. I truly don't. All right. We've kept the blue. These are the 4 colors. They're a bit messy. I'll wind them up after the live. Look at, they're all collapsing. I'll be winding them up after the live. But in the meantime, we are going to start. You're not going to believe this. I didn't bring in a crochet hook. Let's see if I've got one in the tub here. There's a 4.5. But this is, oh, hang on. Here's a 4. Here's a 4. Yes, I got a 4. Yay. Grab the size hook for your yarn. So if your yarn, the yarn label calls for a 4.5 or a 5 or a 6, whatever it calls for, that's the size hook you will need. I know that Bendigo Cotton calls for a 4mm hook. Let's get my face out of there so you can see it properly. And so I'm using the 4mm hook today. Thank you, Kenneth. They are nice colors. I love them too. Those colors are great. Thank you, Sherry or Kathy. Is that near Glace Bay? Glace Bay. Okay, everyone's talking about. I love that we can do this. I love that we can share us as well as share our crochet. It's fantastic. Keep the hook in front from now on. Keep the hook in front. Oh, okay. You're being a bit silly, Auntie T. Auntie T's being silly, everyone. I don't know, but this is collapsed, so I don't know what we're going to do. But I do know that we are going to be doing a granny square. Now, you need to decide what color you want for the center of your granny square, the very beginning. Focus on the fact that that color there, no, it won't. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 rows. We want to do a 5th row. And then we want to do a joining piece. I'm trying to think of what I'm doing here. So we actually need a 5th color, but we're not going to use a 5th color. That's right. Well, we're going to use the very first color that you use will be the very last color that you use. So you'll have the first color, the second color, the third color, the 4th color, and then that first color will be your 5th row. First, second, third, 4th, and 5th row. You're doing 5 rows for your square. And then we might have to change things up. But for now, we're going to start with the color you're going to use as a main frame color, like as the main border color, if you will. Yeah, I'm actually going to use the darkest color. That's me. You can use whatever color you like. Whether you are using the same colors as us or whether you're using your own colors, remember the first row you do will be the main color of your square, your whole bag. Just remember that. Yep. All right. Am I missing the chat? I am. Yes. About 2 hours away. That's nice. 1 color will be fine for you, hun. You can use a 1 color if you like for the whole bag. You can use 3 colors for the whole bag, 2 colors. It doesn't matter. The color combination is up to you. I'm just using the 4 colors, and one of the first color will also be a 5th color. So I'm using 4 colors. Put it that way. That's it. But you can use whatever colors you like. Now, you guys know how I'm a bit stressed now because this thing is just collapsed. And I get stressed when things, look at this. Look. What? I don't even know how that happened. All right. So I'm going to let you get started. So I'm going to tell you all before I find out what's going on here. Chain up 3 or 4. 3 or 4. Whichever's easier for you to work with, because I found, I'll show you how to do it in a minute once I get this. Well, it's not working. Oh, hang on, here we go. Don't you love it? Don't you love it? All right, what's that? Here we go. I got it. All right, we're going to leave that mess till after the live. I got a starting thread. All right, so there's your little thread. You want to make a loop. All you want to do is make a loop. You can do it the old-fashioned way that I show you on my channel, like that, and then pass it over. Or you can do what I do sometimes where I just go like that. But you don't see that because I never do it on the channel. You can use variegated yarn if you like. Sure, use whatever you want. Can I do a magic circle? Actually, you can. And you know what? Maybe I'll do a magic circle too. or I might leave it as chain 3. Let's try, you know what, I'm going to do a magic circle as well. You don't have to. You don't have to. You can do your chain 3 and then slip stitch into the first chain that you made. Yeah. And once you've slip stitched into that chain, or once you've done your magic circle, you need to chain up 3. So a chain is 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. And what you've got to do is pop double crochets in your center. Yeah. Can I do a magic circle? Yes. I'm still in bed, so I'll follow along later. That's all right. The live will be here later. I am all thumbs when it comes to a magic circle. You can do a chain 3, or you can even do a chain 4 and have a larger circle, but a chain 3 will make your circle as small as our, magic circle, put it that way. So double crochet into the space that you made, pull up a loop. You know how to do a double crochet. If you're new to channel, you need to learn how to do this before doing this tutorial. 2 and 2. We have a lot of beginner tutorials here at Crochet Designs. I will be doing a beginner granny square this week, so get excited about that. That's coming this week to help out with anyone who wants to do the bag on our live. So if you want to do the bag and you're thinking, well, she's not showing me enough, hold on, because that's our beginner tutorial this week. There are beginner tutorials as well. I might have to do 2 this week. We'll see. But at this stage, this is one that's coming this week. All right. So you've done 1 double crochet. You need to do a second double crochet. So what you have there is chain 3 and 2 double crochets. Yeah. This is simple, guys. 99% of you have done this before. Yeah. Now you're chaining 2, 1 and 2. Double crochet into the space again. 3, I should say, 3 double crochets into that space. Yeah. Oh, it's gone quiet now. Everyone's working. I love it. I love it when they're all working. That's good. That's what I want to see. Yeah. All right. So now what you're going to do is chain 2 and repeat that process. Yeah. So I'm making a mess here. Chain 1 and 2 and put in 3 double crochets yet again. Okay, I'm forgetting how to do a simple granny square lol. All you're doing is chaining 3, 2 double crochets in that first spot. I don't know what happened there. I've got a big loose stitch there. Then you're doing chain 2, 3 double crochets across. That's it. And I will tell you how many times you need to do it. There's 1 set. You've got 1, 2, chain 1 and 2, 3 sets altogether. It's all together, including that first set. Yeah, here we go. Come on, Mary, you can do this. Chain 1 and 2. You've got 1, 2, 3, and now you're putting in your last set of 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. I'll give you a close-up look in a minute. Chain 1 and 2. All right. So what you should have is, this is going to be different for everybody because I've done a magic circle. I might close it up a little bit so it doesn't look so out of shape. There you go. You should have your chain 3, 2 double crochets, chain 2, I'll get closer, 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. I'll get closer so you can have a look at it. And there you go. It kind of looks, it's a little bit out of shape because I haven't slip stitched it yet. It's got to be slip stitched to join. Yeah. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to slip stitch into your 3rd stitch, your 3rd chain or your top chain of your chain 3 from the beginning of the round. Wait, and mine is so tight. Talk amongst yourselves, guys. Mine is so tight. Oh, I did it. Just whistling away. All right, so slip stitch into that stitch, pull your loop through, pull up a loop. You're going to cut your work. And I bet I didn't bring a pair of scissors here. Oh, I did. How about that? Oh, you know what? That box that you see right there, that is the box I use on the table when I'm creating for the channel. And I accidentally bought it in here. I didn't accidentally. We had guests. So I bought it in here to get it out of the room and left it here. So I'm just lucky I left it in here. But anyway, here comes the slip stitch. I know, right? I hate that slip stitch. Don't you hate it? There you go. All right. So that's that. Now, I forgot to pull our little thread. If you're doing a magic circle or magic ring, just give that thread a tug and your center disappears magically. And you now have one of those, which is your normal little square. Now, you can weave that end in, or we're going to weave that in later because we are going to make the square first. We're going to be here all day. It's 1 hour and 9 minutes and we've only made the first row. That's hilarious. All right, so now you have, oh, now I don't know what color to use next. All right, guys, you can help me with this. Second color. What color shall I use for the second color? I reckon I should use the gray. What do you reckon? Or maybe even the pink. I don't know. I think I need to do a chain 4. Yes, you could do a chain 4 if you like. Grey. Christine, I think you're right. We'll use the grey, yeah? Grey. Everyone's saying grey. Middle saying grey. Anyone else? Anyone? Grey. We're all good. Grey. How's that? Different spellings of the word grey. I love it. I love it. I love it. And this is one of those things where this is knotted up as well. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look, I'm not worried because after the live, I'll wind all this up. For now, I'm just going to play with it. All right. So grab your little square. I have to get dinner. We'll finish watching later. Thank you for the warm welcome back. Big hugs sent to you. Thanks a lot, Kenneth. Lovely to have you here. When you come back on 1 hour and 11 minutes if you want to come back just to this. So miss 1 hour and 11 minutes. I'm helping you out here so you don't have to rewatch. You can rewatch it if you like. Otherwise, come back in 1 hour and 11 minutes on that video timestamp and you'll come right up to this section here where you can do the square with us. Okay? Have a good dinner. Enjoy. Sherry says white. Everybody else is saying grey. Kenneth, we will see you soon, hun. Lovely to have you here again. So you can now start your corner. Yeah? Restart your corner. Let's try it again. Restart your next color in any one of these corners. You can pick whichever corner you like. I do have a habit of starting in the corner just before the knot. Okay, that's me. All good, Kenneth. Enjoy your dinner. That's me, but you can start anywhere you like. So grab your hook and start in any corner that you like. Just pop it in the corner. Make sure you're still working on the right side, yeah, of your work. Don't turn your thing around. Make sure you're still working there. Pop your hook in. We'll worry about ends later. Grab your new yarn, pop it over your hook like so. Pull it through. I want to show you this because I do this a lot on my channel because I don't knot. I pass that little tail forward like that. I'm the only person who doesn't like knotting. A lot of people like to knot, yeah. Chain 1, 2, and 3, and you're going to work over that thread, that little grey that we just attached. Where is it? I'm looking the wrong way around. There. All right, so we're going to work over the grey. You're going to put 2 double crochets in that corner over your grey. Now you're going to weave that in as well. It's not enough that you crochet over that end because we don't knot here on our channel. Yeah. If you want to knot, put a knot on you can. It's entirely up to you, but I don't. 1, 2. So you got 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets all in the same corner, all over that little tail that you are crocheting over. If you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine. Okay, someone said something about what? A lot of controversy about the join. Yes, I know. Lots of people don't like my join. And I say to them, you like that? I do just that. There's, don't you love it? There's the thread. You want to make sure it's behind your work now. Just make sure it's behind your work. Yeah, you're going to weave that in as well. Heads up, you're going to weave it in. Now, a lot of people chain 1 in between and make their granny square loose and gappy and everything. I want mine nice and tight. We might consider laminating. We might consider laminating the square. Do you like that? I meant to say adding some lining to, that was hilarious. We might consider adding lining to the square. All right, we might, but not. I might be able to do it live though. So there's our little tail of the blue. Guess what you're going to do? You can leave it and sew that in later, but I'm going to pop it in my fingers at the back and I'm going to crochet over it. You don't need to do that, yeah? We're going to jump straight into the very next corner with 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3, and then you're doing a chain 2, 1, 2. I'd rather laminate it as well. And then 3 double crochets. And you know what? I haven't used a laminator in 100 years, so I don't even know why that came up in my brain. So you've got 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets all in the same square. What? Love lemon squares. Lemon squares, hey? Lemon squares, yummy. I don't know why I'm laughing at that. But anyway, and guess what you're going to do? You're going to do that for the rest of the other corners. Jump into the corner, 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. The next one exactly the same. When you get to that last corner, wait for me there. All right, so that's a basic, this is the basic granny square without the chains. So there are granny squares that you can do chain 1 in between each cluster set. And there are granny squares where you can also do a chain 2 and make it a really wide gappy. In actual fact, the chain 2 works well when you're making yourself a nice top. Just a bit of a tip there. 1 and 2. And if you are nice and trim, like very thin and young and fresh and fragrant and all that jazz, when you make your granny square top, you would only have to do, you know, small amount of rows with your chain 2, because that'll just be nice and wide, and you can wear it on top of your swimsuits at the beach and whatever else have you. Or you could just wear it over a nice laced top, a nice singlet top, yeah. Or if you just like to walk around like that with nothing under there, that's fine too. Some of us are a little bit too modest for that. We can't do that. All right, so how are we going, guys? Are we nearly at the end of our square? Because I've just reached the end of the square right now. And what you should have right now, and let's get a nice close-up, is that look. All right, so you should have your corners filled up with your 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets. So each corner should have that, except this first corner, which you'll have your chain 3 and 2 double crochets, yeah. But your chain 3 acts as a double crochet in the first set. All right, these are called cluster sets. You can have a thing called a corner cluster set. And now we're going to start making side cluster sets in this round. Well, we are going in rounds if you think about it. All right, but first what we're going to do is, I hope everyone's caught up. I'm not sure if you have. For each round, I know I'm just using variegated, but is it weird that I want to cut and restart? Oh, I'm sorry, middle. Make sure you know how to do it. You slip stitch into your first chain. I should have mentioned before, hun. Slip stitch into your chain, slip stitch into the second double crochet, slip stitch into your third, and then slip stitch into the center, and then start your corner there. I do apologize. I forgot, for those of you using one color, that's how you do it. So slip stitch 3 times. Chain, double, double, 4 times, and 1 in the center. Yeah. For each round. Yes, gotcha. All right, so we are slip stitching into the top of that tight chain. You guys know me so well. You know, I get giggly every time. I know it's going to be tight. You think I do it loose when I start the round? But no, I just keep doing my own thing. She's crazy. I slip stitch into the corner. Yes, that's good. You don't do a chain for the second round except for the corner. That's correct. I do 2 chains in the corners only. But if you wanted to do the other way, you can. There's no limitations to making a granny square. You can do it any way you like. But for our tote bag, I'm not chaining. Yeah. We are going to slip stitch. Oh no, we're not. We've done. I've slip stitched. Excuse me. For those of you using one color, slip stitch into the double crochet 1, slip stitch into the third double crochet, it's classified as, and then slip stitch into your corner, your very next corner. But for the rest of us, we are chaining 1 and, well, if the scissors would work, cut our piece. Pull your thread through and leave it there. Give it a tug, leave it there. What you have now is that. We're going to have some weaving in to do after the show. Yes, we are. Well, it is a show. If you think about it, it's a show. All right, so now I've got these 2 colors done. I have these 2 left. I say we use the pink. I reckon that's a good idea. Pink is good for me. I'm not even going to wait for an answer. I'm going to use the pink and we're done. I have to get some more pink. This is the only pink I have left of Bendigo's pink. And if I could find the center pull, it would work. Look what I've done. I think I'm going to have to, oh, look, I found the center though. There you go. I think I'm going to have to really wind these yarns up after the live. I did not plan this very well, did I? All right. So are we ready for our very next join? If we are, remember what I did before. You can do whatever you like. I joined in the corner just before the thread that we just cast off. All right. I join in different corners because I don't like the ends all in one place, but you can join anywhere you like. There's no right or wrong way of doing that. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Heads up there, yeah? Don't you love it? I just go against all the rules. All right, so all the rules, yeah. I'm going to cut this because I can see that really split there. So I'm going to cut that. That's terrible split. I don't know why it's there. But grab your thread, pop it over your hook, or you can knot it, whatever you like, pulling it through. I say that because there's a lot of people who get on a private message later and say, that's not how you do it. Anyway, pass your thread forward so you can lock it into place. It's forward just in front for a minute. You're chaining your 3, 1, 2, and 3, and you are doing 2 double crochets without picking up any other thread there. In there as well. Then you're chaining 2 for the center, 1 and 2, and you are doing 3 double crochets all in that very first center. What was that you said about the corner? Hang on, let me finish my last double crochet. Okay, all right, so what we do here is, are you talking about the slip stitching? When I first slip stitch, I slip stitch into the top of the chain of that very first chain 3 that we made, yeah? Then I slip stitch into the second stitch, then I slip stitch into the third, and then I go into the corner, yeah? Someone's car alarm's going off. Can you hear it? Don't you love it? It's probably mine. Oh, Franca, you've just joined us, honey. We are doing a Granny Square live. We are doing the tote bag. Oh, you just woke up, hun. It doesn't matter, honey. Go back to 1 hour and 9 minutes, maybe 1 hour. That's when we started our square. There's been a lot of kerfuffle this morning, a lot of silliness. But there's always a lot of silliness. There's always, but it's all fun. It's all in good taste. Not always. All right, so there you've crocheted over your little pink parcel at the back. Now we've got that little grey tail that you've come to. If you've started the same spot I did, you get that grey tail and you crochet over that grey tail in the center. You don't have to if you don't want to. You can just weave it in later, which we're going to do as well. So yarn over your hook and you're going into, actually I'll explain it to you so you know what we're doing. That's the corner we're in. We now have these side spaces. You've got to go into that side space right there and you've got to put in 3 double crochets in the side space. So you're skipping over your 3 double crochets, jumping into that side space, and you're putting 3 double crochets only. Don't put 2 sets, just put 1 set of 3 double crochets. So off we go. And 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, I'll give you a close-up in a minute, and 3 double crochets right there. All in the side space. 1 hour of chit-chat was interrupted by crochet. Thanks, Marty. Welcome back. It buffered for several seconds. Oh, did it really? I didn't see it. I had my head down, I think. My eyes were facing down whilst doing my 3 double crochets. So that's going to happen. We will get buffering on the odd occasion. I usually find that it happens towards the end of the live, though, and then I sort of rush to get off. Whenever you see me rushing to get off, it's because of the buffering. Some speedo talk as well. There was a little bit of speedo talk. All right, jumping into your very next corner with your corner cluster set of 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets. Now, I'm going to use the jargon. So I will say what they are, but I'm going to use the jargon as well. So you understand when you read one of my patterns, which will be going up again on the website very soon, you'll understand that jargon. You'll understand when I say cluster set. I feel like I'm keeping up with big kids. Wouldn't be able to if I chose more than one color, though. That's all right, Christine. I don't know if I'm rushing it, but because I crochet a bit you know, quick. I tend to rush it by accident. Yeah, well done, Christine. You're doing well, honey. And you know what? The bonus of YouTube is that you can rewatch it if you mess up or if you don't have time to finish it. You can rewatch it. And I will give you timestamps if you like. Well, I can't now because I haven't been watching. But if you like in the future, we can do timestamps. I can write down what time I start the third row or what time I start the fourth row or things like that. We can do that so that if you mess up, you can say, right, I better go back to time number 1 hour and 10 minutes because that's when the second row started or the first row, that sort of thing. We can do that if you like. We can do that for sure, but not this week because I didn't plan it. I don't know why crochet gets in the way of the chit chat. All right, so guess what? You've done that corner. Yeah. Oh, hang on. I'm not even showing you. There's the one side you've done. You've done a corner, you've done a side, you've done a corner, and guess what you're going to do? Exactly that. You're going to do one cluster set. There's the jargon of that means just 3 double crochets in your middle space. So 1 cluster in your middle space, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, and 3 double crochets, all in that middle set. No chaining, just jumping across. Then when you get to the corner, you're doing your double cluster set. So that is 3 double crochets. Everyone's gone quiet. Chain 2, 1 and 2, and 3 double crochets. It's raining there, is it, Green Butterfly? Oh, it's going to rain here as well. It's always been raining. Been raining here for weeks and weeks, months and months, since August, I think. It's been raining on and off since August. It's driving us nuts. We're fed up with the rain. Send it more north, please. You want to come here? Look, can we swap houses for a few years? I could live with your family. I don't mind. You come here and live with mine. It's chaos here. All right. I know it's chaos there too. Don't worry about it. That's what you're doing. You're doing that, repeating that all the way around, and off you go. You know what you're doing, guys. I'll show you again so you can have a look-see. You're doing double cluster, single cluster, double cluster, single cluster, double cluster. Your next one is a single. All right. So off you go doing a 1 cluster set in your side space. No chains. None whatsoever. Whose idea was it to do this live anyway? Oh, that's right. It was mine. I don't know what possessed me to do this live. Now, remember, this is a tote bag, so it's not going to be a massively huge bag, but you will need to do a second one of these, which you can do this week when you get a chance. And we will meet back next Saturday and put this all together. Now, on Wednesday, I'm going to do my second one on Wednesday for the Wednesdays Alive so that they can see and make this bag as well. So you're going to see some changes in some of the projects. I might come back and say, right, do 6 rounds of this round here. We did that on Wednesday. Or they might see that as us doing that on Saturday and they're just getting that excess on Wednesday, that sort of thing. So, but nobody will miss out. Both of the groups will be making exactly the same thing. Well, maybe I just have to make 2 tote bags. Don't you love it? Well, I can sell them at the market, so I don't really mind. All right, when you are all ready, while you're getting yourselves ready, people tell me if you are behind and I will slow down a little bit. In the meantime, I'm going to wind up this yarn. I'm not going to because it's going to, I know, I was going to say it's going to collapse, but it won't. We only need 2 of these squares, guys. So what you make today, you're going to make for next week. And then I'm going to tell you to weave in all those ends and get yourselves organised for next week. I talk to you like I talk to anybody I know. It's funny how people put up with me. I don't know how you guys put up with me. I really don't. All right. So you should be, if you are all done, you should be around there. Your square should look like that. And with a little tail loose, we still haven't joined her up yet. And it's a girl because I've named it a girl. I'll name this bag. I will. So you don't chain between each single cluster. Not for this bag. I'm not. No, Franca. Thank you for asking. We've already talked about that. I've definitely got, oh, I've missed all the chat. How did I miss all that? I've definitely got double chaos, 2 dogs, 2 cats, 3 kids, actually 4 kids. Oh, I love that. So you don't do a chain between. No, we've talked about that. Between each cluster. No, you do 2 chains in the corner and none, because we're making our tote bag to be more closed. That way a lot of things don't fall out of it. I just finished round 2. Did you just slip stitch into the 3rd chain? Yes. Then, because you're using one color middle, you slip stitch into the 2nd double crochet, slip stitch into the 3rd double crochet, and then slip stitch into the corner, and then you start your corner again. All right, I hope that helps. Oh dear, just popping in to catch the end. Hi all. Oh, Linny, we've started our tote bag. The one that was chaos last week. I've already told everyone this time it's not going to be chaos. We're going to have some real democracy next time. Mind you, I love the tote bag, so I don't mind. I'm doing that part differently, lol. Cutting just to see what it looks like. Oh, okay, if you're cutting, that's fine. Then you work like us if you're cutting, yeah? I find that when you are changing colours, the square does look straighter. When you are slip stitching and going in the rounds and slip stitching, your square tends to turn a little bit, comes a little bit lopsided. That is because of the way crocheters work. We work. That's the way we work. That's the way crochet goes. Yeah. All right. So are we ready to slip stitch our pink or whatever colour you're using? Yeah, I don't know where that accent comes in. You're using. I don't even know what that's not even an accent. That's something I make up all on my own. All right, so you slip stitch into your 3rd stitch of the chain 3 from the beginning. So slip stitch into that, chain 1, or pulling up a loop, whichever you want to call it, grabbing your scissors, give it a cut. There you go. And you sing it as well while you're doing it. I will watch the rerun from the start. All right, now, Lynn, heads up. I think we started making the square just on an hour. It took us a whole hour. We got a bit silly. We got a little bit silly. We did. All right, so what haven't I used? The colour I haven't used yet is white. Oh, well, cream. It's not exactly a white. Gee, there's not much left. But there's enough for this square. So there you go. I am putting an order through Bendigo. Now, I should have put the order through Bendigo 2 weeks ago. They had a special going. If you put an order through, you get into the running of winning some yarn. And I just got tired and just got busy and I never did it. This was last week, I think. But now I'm going to put it through this week. We need some yarn for that thing right there. I'm not saying anything. Now, all right, so no matter where you put this next color, we've done 1, 2, 3, your end will end up in an area where there's an end. So it doesn't matter where you put it, but to keep in theme, I'm going to put it right in just before the last thread. Yeah, just before it. You don't have to. You can put it anywhere you like. Anywhere you like. Grab your thread, pop it over your hook and pull it through. You don't have to leave as long a tail as I do. I do because I'm very pedantic about weaving in ends, passing it forward just to lock it into place. Chaining your 3. 1, 2, and 3. 2 double crochets in there. Now, when you're reading a pattern, or when you're reading my patterns, if you're reading my pattern on a granny square, you'll have, that corner will not be called a double cluster set. What it will be called is a beginner cluster set. Beginning, not beginner, beginning cluster set. It's the beginning of your round. That's what this is called when you're reading a pattern. 2 and 3. So you're putting your chain 3 and 2 double crochets, then chain 1 and 2 and 3 double crochets. That I call a beginning cluster set. Now, the reason I'm saying all this is because I've written the pattern. It's going up on my website at some stage at the end of this week or early of next week. So you will see this pattern up on the website at some stage. All right, so you've done that. Now you will notice that your squares now have 2 spaces. So you jump over your 3 double crochets, you pop 3 double crochets in your first space, jump over those 3 double crochets, pop 3 double crochets in your next space, jump into the corner and pop your corner double crochets there. So your 1 cluster set, 1 cluster set, double cluster set. That's it. And that's your round. That is definitely an easy. The best part about granny squares is a lot of people, even I did too, when I was young, I didn't like making them because I thought they were difficult. But in actual fact, they're not difficult. They start off a little bit awkward, but it's all repetitive. Each row, each cluster set, everything is repetitive. So you're jumping into your first space and you are doing a cluster set. Jumping into your second space, if you're anything like me, you would have the tail. You could crochet over your tail as well, holding it at the back, crocheting over it. You don't have to. Something I do. I've always done it with a cluster set. It's very easy. So you are doing 2 cluster sets along the side and a double cluster set in each corner. And that's it for the round. Jump into your corner and doing a corner cluster set. How easy is that? And now we can just crochet and casually talk. We don't have to rush to get it done. You know what? If I finish the live later, I finish it later. 1 and 2. Notice how I'm counting as I speak because I know I'll mess it up. And occasionally I do. I forget to count the third double crochet and end up with 2 in one of the sets. So there you go. Took me a long time to learn the granny square until I came across your video. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, hang on. Oh, I've missed some chat. Missed Edith's message first. She may want to see the Speedo talk. And Mary blushing. Oh my gosh. Mary blushing. Oh, Mary was stressing. Edith. I was thinking about myself in the third party now. Or third tense, I should say. I'm so glad, Franca, that we helped you out because I literally hated making the granny square growing up because I couldn't get it. And it wasn't difficult. It's just that I think when I was shown, I couldn't work out what the person was telling me. And the elderly lady who showed me kind of got a bit fed up with me. Her name was Peggy. I think she kind of got fed up and says, oh, look, you're too young, go away. Oh, sorry. Well, you're too young, go away. So she was kind of stern with me. But she was okay with the elderly girls because they knew what they were doing. But I was young at the time. And in fact, I didn't really perfect the granny square until I was 9. Until I turned 9 years old. So there you go. My friend taught me first with the granny square because the granny square was the first thing that was taught growing up. I remembered that. In our generation it was. And it was supposed to have been the simplest thing to make. But to me, at that time, I was only 5. At the time, to me, it was very difficult. And when I hit 9, I could work it, but I didn't like it. I managed to do square. It was wonky. My tension was out of whack. Everything was just, I was so upset with myself because I finally got it right. And then all I had to do was keep the side straight and everything. And it just didn't work. It really aggravated me. So don't worry about if you're new to crochet and you can't get things the first time. Look, I spent years messing around with it until I sort of got it right. Although I've never learnt the whole cutting and starting and another corner until later. Yeah, I gotcha. Same. I never learned that until later. It was all one big square. Me too. Learning from the channel just resonates with me better than some other people. Now, the thing with that is, and I'll tell you why, when people crochet, they're telling you what to do. You're feeling that pressure. But when you are watching on a channel, that camera is looking straight down on the piece. I'm not sitting there in your lounge room stressing you out. Come on, just do it. Come on. I'm not doing that. It's like that job is telling you how to do it. Even though I'm saying it, put 1 double crochet here, put a chain there. There's no stress coming from you. So when you're learning from the channel, it's because you're learning from a job rather than a person telling you. I hope that's I'm trying to work out how to word that. But there's no pressure for you to hurry up. There's no pressure for you to get it right. Yeah, that's what YouTube is all about, which is why I started YouTube in the first place, for the simple fact that a lot of people helped me with my crochet journey, if you will. A lot of people I know have helped me. A lot of credit goes to everybody, not just one personal teacher, but to a lot of people. I've had friends that have just said to me, why do you do it like that? Isn't it faster to do it this way? And then I think, why did I not think of that? So a lot of people have helped me along the way. And I thought, why not give back to those of you who want to be helped that way as well. So you don't just learn from one teacher, you learn from a lot of people, which is why I love Crystal from Bagaday, which is an absolute sweetheart. Now, if you have your square correct, it will look something like that. Yeah, been 3 years since I started and have learned entirely from YouTube. Absolutely. Mary, your close-ups are very helpful. Yeah, that's true, Franca, and I don't want to give any tips and hints away, but I've noticed when you're using a mobile phone, you can bring up, if you're using a Samsung 24 or whatever it is, 24, they haven't even made that. Let's try 22. I don't know why I said 24. You know why I said 24? I looked up at the channel, it says 24 people live watching. If you're using a Samsung 22 or a modern iPhone or something, if you blow up the screen a little bit, you can see their stitches close. But because they haven't done it close, that can actually be a little bit blurry. But because I do it close to begin with, which sometimes looks really bad because those hands are right in your face, but you get to see the stitches real close. And I don't care if my hands look big on the channel. I don't really care. It doesn't bother me, right? What I want you to see is the actual stitches. I want you to be able to know what you're doing, yeah? Well, if anything, if you're all like me, you'll be up to this part right now. If you're not up to this part, that's okay. Take your time. The join is exactly the same in every round now. And in actual fact, every round is the same, except you are adding single clusters in your sides. Before you had just the one, then you had the two. Now you have 1, 2, and 3. Your next row will be 1, 2, 3, and 4. The next row will be 1, 2, 3 if you want to keep going. And you can make yourself a whole blanket using just this pattern. Simple. It's basic. You do it in front of the TV. You're watching your favorite movie, your favorite series. You're in the car and someone's driving. Make sure you're not driving. Don't drive and crochet. It's worse than drinking, yeah? Especially when you haven't got your hands on the wheel. How naughty am I? So you can do this when someone's driving and they're driving far. You can do oh, Angela, I'm so sad you weren't on before, hun, because I know you love the Granny Squares so much. Darling, if you didn't know Angela, Angela's my sweet. She's my sweetie because she's been with us on our channel since, I think, 6 months in. She started with us 6 months in, and she was probably one of my very first subscribers who put in a lot of chat with us. She spends a lot of time on Instagram and Facebook and leaving messages, and she's just amazing like that. And I thank you very much, Angela. Oh, by the way, what's her name? My brain is shut down now. Franca, my brain just went. Franca, I've got a little notification saying there's mail in my box. I wonder if that's from you. I wonder. All right. So, Angela, we're doing this on the channel, so you can rewatch this live and do this if you like. Or you know how to make a granny square anyway. Make 4 rounds in the colours of your choice. You know now because you're a champion. We're making a bag today, Angela. I think I'm 1 round behind. I just finished round 3. That's all right. Take your time. There's no rush. Yeah. Can't crochet and drive? Why do you only tell me this now? I can just imagine it, Kiki. Oh, who put that pole there? Oh, that's hilarious. We're making a little tote bag. Yeah, that's what we're making this Saturday, and this Wednesday's live. I'm doing one of these as well. So if you're here on Wednesday's live, Angela, you get to do one with us as well. I know I had a mental blank, Franca. Sorry. I had a mental blank. Keep your eyes on the driving, the hands on the wheel. Use your feet to crochet instead. Auntie T, it's a good thing you're still in the corner. Auntie T's still in the corner with Marty. Where is Marty? He's gone to sleep. Or is he making his square as well? Are you making your square as well, Marty? How many rounds are we doing for this tote bag? Well, this is the second last round. We are doing one more round, and we are doing it in the color of the very first color. All right. So you are slip stitching to join. Now, like, the bag isn't going to be huge, but that was the idea. It's just a small bag. Just so, and you know what? If you want to do more rounds and make your bag bigger, you can. I can give you a rough measurement of what our bag, I can't get my hook in the chain. I got it in. 5 rounds. Yes, middle. We are doing 5 rounds. I was like this, trying to get the hook and the chain. Oh, it's hilarious. I will never learn. I still didn't get it. I put it in one loop. So I will give you a rough measurement. I've got my measuring tape here. So we can, once we do that final round, we can, I can't get the hook in. I can't get the hook in. We can measure it up. I'm going to start crying in a minute. All right, no crying, you big sook. She's a sooky lala. An odd number. What's an odd? Yes, there's a reason for that. There's a reason for the odd number. There is a reason for that. Well, no, there isn't really. It's not real. I've put it in the second chain. Come on, woman. Everybody just slip stitch to join. You finish off your square and I'll still be here a week later trying to get it in the chain. I think Marty's fallen asleep on us, guys. He's gone to sleep. Poor love. He is late over there where he lives. Slip stitch to join, pull up a loop, and give it a cut. Change to your very final colour, which was your very first colour. If you are using the same colour as me, it's the blue. And I've made a big mess. Oh, look at that. Oh my, this one's not even attached. Oh my gosh. Good, that can be the start of the next one. Oh my gosh, what have I done? Oh my Godfather. Don't worry, we can do this. I got it. Just talk amongst yourselves. Marley, wake up. No, leave him, let him sleep, hun. He can finish the square when he wakes up. If he's doing the square with us. He might not be. All right, so there's our square. Once again, I'm going to start from the corner before I cast off. And you're just repeating your rounds. And this time you are adding an extra cluster set. You are doing 1, 2, 3 cluster sets across the sides. What? And the bonus is you can keep doing this. I'm so itchy now. All the dust has come up. You can keep this square and you can keep going and you can make yourself a whole blanket. 1, 2, and 3. Are we lining the bag? I love granny squares. We just said before, Angela, I accidentally said we're going to laminate the bag instead of line the bag. I can just imagine laminating the bag. We are, well, I'm hoping to line it, and we might actually line it on a tutorial rather than on the live. It's going to be a little bit hard. We could do it on the live. I don't know. Do we want to do the lining on the live? Let's hear some information on what people want. Do we want to do the lining on the live? Start your corner like normal. Now you know how to do that. You've been doing that for 4 rows. Now this is your 5th row and your final row for your little tote bag. However, I'm going to talk to you about that in a minute. We'll have a chat. And you know, there's no rules here. So if we want, we could do another 5 rows and make it a large tote bag. What? I wouldn't mind that actually. I don't have a granny square tote bag. Not a large one. Well, it's not large because it's only a very small square. All right, let's do some, Angela says yes. She wants to see it lined. That's okay. Let's do some a little poll on what you want to see. Do you want the bag to be, well, let me measure it first. Once we get this square done, I'll measure it up for you and we can talk about what size we want our tote bag to be. I prefer tutorial lining. Okay, we can work something out. Well, I may have to make 2 tote bags anyway. So maybe I can do 1 lining live and 1 lining on a tutorial. Actually, the live is very difficult to do a lining. It's very hard to do lining online. Plus, I wouldn't mind using a sewing machine with one of my bags at least. I'll do by hand with another bag. There are also tutorials on YouTube how to read a pattern, but there I find attending a class easier. Sure, you can do that. Yeah. I've done a tutorial on how to read one of my patterns. That was, actually, my cup coaster. That was that one there. That's the tutorial we did on how to read one of my patterns. I did a tutorial on that. The orange coaster, if you see that on my video, actually I'll pop a link of that coaster in a description box down below. And what I did was I taught you how to read the pattern. I had the written pattern there. I taught you how to read the pattern and do the coaster at the same time. It was the best thing. I sewed mine on the sewing machine. Yes, larger bag would be nice. I prefer a larger one too, Pamela, to be honest with you. Now, I want to see you laminate the bag. Don't tempt me. Tell you what, though, I could do with a laminating a square just for fun. And it could go up on a wall as a like a mantelpiecey kind of thing. Seriously. Oh, by the way, I went over my thread and everything. I'm on the second side. I'm taking my time here, guys. I'm trying to slow it down because I know a lot of you aren't as fast, and I'm not fast either, to be honest with you. Especially today, I'm really tired. It's been a very long week for me, very bad and good week at the same time. It's just the weirdest thing. Sorry, misspell it. Nah, don't worry about spelling here, Angela. We never worry about spelling here. We don't worry about grammar. We don't worry about spelling. I mean, I make up my own words. Like, we're yarnsters. We're all yarnsters here. We just do it. We make up our own words here. Nobody cares about grammar and spelling. Oh, we do. We do. We just don't care. Do you like that? Do you use egg to laminate the bag or milk? Oh, what? Oh, Franca, you're funny. Yeah, Franca, get in the corner. With Marty and Auntie T. Well, poor Marty's fallen asleep in the corner for starters. And Auntie T, well, I don't know. She's probably crocheting away in the corner. She might be chewing in the corner. I would like to have a tutorial on lining a bag with and without the sewing machine. Well, Claptrap, I'm making 2 bags by the looks of it because I'm doing one for the live on Wednesday's live and one on Saturdays because I think, I don't know. I think Wednesday will want to see me do this rather than, I don't know. I haven't really decided. So maybe I'll line it with the sewing machine. I find lining with the sewing machine difficult to record. It's very difficult to get the camera over the sewing machine and me at the same time. Because honestly, the way I record, you are chewing? The way I record, I usually, the camera's here and I look down that way. But when I'm sewing, I have to move the camera out the way to put the sewing machine there. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So I find that visual from the side, I can't bring it in, I can't bring it out. I'm constantly going like that, which is a lot of mucking around, a lot of editing. However, I did once do a sewing machine version of the lining. I can't remember which pattern it was. I can find it and pop it up in a link in the description box down below afterwards. Just can't for the life of me remember which one it was. And I've done many hand sewing lining attachments. But I think with this one, we'll hand sew it. Get your husband to hold the phone. Nobody's around when I'm recording. Nobody's around. Middle Earthians, you can't get the purple. Oh, we're still... Franca, are you starting on poor Middle again? Middle, you want to come sit next to me, hun? I'll protect you. I'll protect you against that naughty Franca. She's very naughty. Oh, that's lovely. Angela's lovely. We do love Angela. It looks so good already, doesn't it just? I know, right? Look at the colours. I love them. I'm starting to think we might do another 5 rows. Oh, what? They're thinking, what? We can make the tote bag bigger. Seriously, we can. We can. But I'm going to measure it in a minute for you. I've got my measuring tape here. I'm going to measure it, and we're going to talk about what size we want our bag to be. And you guys are going to also help me out with how you want this bag put together. Would you like to see it sewn together? Would you like to see it crocheted together with a single crochet round? I actually don't mind that. Maybe even with a little bit of something around that single crochet round. Yeah, maybe with a bit of some sort of, I don't know, picot border. That would be a bit difficult to do live. You can't see that. Something you'd need to do that close up. All right. If you guys are close to your piece, this is what yours would look like. All right. You would have the 5 rows like that with your color combinations, whichever colors you chose. It does look gorgeous. I love the granny square now. Growing up, I disliked it. Now I love it with a passion, actually. I really do. To the extent where I did make a granny square jumper, and it will be one of the patterns on my website. It won't be a tutorial here on the channel, but it will be a pattern on the website. You will see it. But for some reason, I haven't made any since I learned to crochet. That's interesting. Middle, you started, but you forgot the purple yarn. I agree on the 5 more rows. So do I, actually, Corrine. I think I need my bag to be roughly, yeah. All right, let's have a look. Let me get the measuring tape, and I'll be able to tell you if we use. Oh, we're here still, guys. Are you still here? I just had some connection issues right then, right there. It spun out and went berserk. I saw the little thing going around. How many squares? You will need 2 squares for your bag. All right. Now I'm going to measure this up. This one for me measures exactly 10 centimeters. I know I did see that. It did spin around a little bit, told me my connection. I said that usually happens towards the end. It does happen towards the end of a live. All right, so it did spin around, but just quick heads up, we've done 10, we've got 10 centimeters worth, right? Mine is bigger because I used Aran weight, which is fine too, Christine. It's absolutely fine. How big is, have you got a measuring tape there, hun? Can you measure what it would be like if we did it in Aran weight? Just curious, yeah? And then if you want to do, let's see if you want to do another, so it's 4. All right, so if you wanted to do another, hang on, 4, and then it's 1, 1, 2, oh, I've got it on the wrong side. Hello. Excuse me. Just talk amongst yourselves for a minute. I'm just seeing what would happen if we did another 5 rows. Okay, we need to do 1, 2, 3, 4. No, you're doing another 4 more rows, not 5. We've done 5 to begin with, but the way it works is, I'll show you quickly. If we do ours bigger, your next row will be the grey, pink, white, and then blue. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, because that center doesn't count, yeah? You've got the row already there. So you need to do 1, 2, 3, 4 more rows, and I will tell you the measurement. I'm using Aran weight to 15 centimeters. Wow, yours is going to be big then if you do another 4 rounds. 4 rows, whatever you want to call it. So let me see what another 4 rows will get you. It will get you 3.5, maybe 3.5. Don't just talk amongst yourselves. 1, 2, 3.5. It will be about 16.5 centimeters. It'll look that big. That big. I think we do another 4 more rounds. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 more rounds. We do another 4 more rounds, okay? Ciao, everyone. Have a good week and stay safe. Catch you up next time. See you, Teresa. We'll see you soon. I'm going to head off very soon myself as well. But you need to do another grey, another pink, another white, and another blue. That's what we want to do, all right? We're going to do altogether 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rounds. I want to see 9 rounds. Sticky Stitch just popping in to say kia ora from New Zealand. Hope you all have a great weekend. Happy traveling to you, Sticky Stitch. New Zealand, huh? Wow, that sounds fantastic. I'd love to go to New Zealand. Why didn't you put me in your suitcase with you? I'm pretty bendy. Oh, pretty bendy. Have a great time in New Zealand. Don't we love New Zealand? Have a great weekend, everyone. Sticky Stitch, long time no see. Sticky Stitch, oh, my homeland. I know, right? I would love to go to New Zealand. I think that would be great. What? I think it'll be great. So who's leaving? Someone said have a great weekend. Bernadine, she's on her way. Now, remember, guys, you are doing altogether 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows. So repeat rows grey to blue 1 more time. So altogether have 9 rows, and then you need to do a second square. Exactly the same. And once you've done all that, weave in all these ends. Have it done by Saturday, or you're going to have to be in timeout. Don't you love that? Next Saturday, we will restart. Well, we won't restart. We will put these 2 pieces together and we will organize the tote bag. That's where we're going to make the sides, put it all together, make the square, and get ready for the next step. Yeah. Oh, you're late, Jan. We just made a square, hun. We just made a square. So I have 6 rows left, then just finished round 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do that main color. Oh, yeah. I have to think about what you're saying. So make sure you do altogether 9 rows. Everyone, 9 rows is what you need. You know what? If you want to do 10, you want to do 11, you want to do 12, whatever you want. Again, this is your project. You can make your bag as big or as small as you like. Yeah. The square looks great. I know. I love the colors we chose. I think we did well. Who helped me with those colors? Thank you very much. We did so well today. What size hook, please? I used a 4mm hook for ours. And Sticky Stitch, if you are still here, we're making a tote bag live. Is there a way to add someone on the live chat on the phone? I'm not really sure, hun. They have to do it themselves. They'll have to get on themselves, Sticky Stitch. Not sure how that works. So I couldn't actually tell you, unless somebody else knows. I might as well put myself on the naughty step now then. It's all good, Frank. I'm kidding. I vote for single crochet assembly. Thank you, Christine. Thank you very much. Not that I know of, Sticky. No. Okay, well, it was nice try, Sticky, but I don't think you can. They would need to have their own phone with their own YouTube app, or even without the app. Oh, no, you need the app, don't you? No, you don't. Yes, you need the app. You need the app for this part. You need the app to be able to join the live. I'm pretty sure you do. I agree with Christine Ashley, single crochet. All right, we're good to go. We will be using single crochet to join our squares. But you know what? Let's just focus on making the next 1, 2, 3, 4 rows and focus on making a second piece, and then meet me back here next Saturday. And again, if you're not here, don't stress, just rewatch that live, and I will mark down what live the squares were made on, so I'll give you an opportunity to go back. If you come back to me in 3 weeks time, say I want to make that bag, I say, right, join us on that live there, that date. Someone lent me a crochet hook on the boat. I brought the wrong size with me. Oh, that's very nice of them though, Sticky Stitch. How about that? Yeah. So everyone's agreeing with a single crochet stitch to join our piece together. That's great. So I haven't joined mine yet here because I'm going to add my very next color, and we're going to do that off air because we've done five rows there. I think we've done plenty schmenty. Is that a word? Nope, we don't care. I will watch the live. Yes, rewatch it from, I think from about, starts at around an hour. But rewatch the whole live just for fun if you want a bit of a giggle, because we just lost control again. Thanks so much again. I appreciate the way you teach. It has given me more confidence and overall happier self. Oh, I'm so pleased, Christine. Well, stick with us. And you really need to stick with us very soon, because we just hit 19,000 subscribers this week. When did that happen? I don't know. And when we hit 20,000 subscribers, massive giveaway. Massive. Huge. All right. You can take the house. Maybe not. It's only a small place. You like that? Take the house, take it. Don't worry about it. A massive giveaway will be happening. It's a bit of an exaggeration there. So make sure you are around when we do our 20,000 subscribers. Love this project during a live. Same, Margaret. I thought it was a bit of fun. Just popped to try can't get that out, to say hello. I'm off to get a cocktail. Take care, everyone. You enjoy Sticky Stitch. Really enjoy it. Have fun. I wish I was there with you. I do. I really do. Sticky Stitch, have a great time. Yes, 1:10 was roughly the start. Oh, was it really, Kiki? Well done. At 1:10, I think, 1:10, 1 hour and 10 minutes. How I got 1:10? I said 1:10 because my brain said it. An hour and 10 minutes is when we started, roughly around that time. Did the thumbs up. Thank you so much, Lenny. Thank you. Glad I didn't miss out on the live. No, we've had a lot of fun with the live. Look, sometimes if you watch the first hour of this live, you might lose the plot yourself. We just lost it completely. I don't know what happens with us. When we start the live, it just gets out of control. And we didn't even do live antics this week, and I'm not going to do it now because I want to choose the color combination for the project this week. I'm so naughty like that. I really do. But you know why? Because the project is this thing. It's this, right? So I want to choose the color combination of this. So no live antics this week. Even though I said there's going to be a live antics, I'm not going to do one. Sorry, guys. And next time, if I do want to do live antics, it will be done before the projects, giving our subscribers an opportunity to choose the color combination. Yes, our lives are on Wednesdays. Has someone asked, have they? Meeting back when, sorry, you mentioned it, but I missed it. Oh, Wednesday afternoons, we have a live at 4 p.m. That's Melbourne, Australia time, but that's remaking this square. And the reason is because some of our Wednesday subscribers can't make Saturday's lives and don't get the opportunity to rewatch because they don't have the time. So I tend to plan, see how nice I am? I plan for them, and usually they miss out on things because Saturday is happening and they don't get to come on Saturday and they can't rewatch Saturdays and they work long hours. And look, I get this. I get it when people can't make it. So Wednesdays Live, we will be remaking the square. In fact, we'll be just making this one again, exactly the same. On Saturdays Live, today week, you will be putting those two squares together. I may have to make a second bag so Wednesday can have the... Oh, this is not going to work too well, is it? It's not going to work too well, but I may have to make a second bag because I have to show them how to put theirs together. Or I can make a small piece and show them how to put theirs together, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Oh my gosh, this is not going to work. But at least next Saturday, we will be putting our pieces together. And we'll see how long that takes. If it doesn't take too long, we might be able to work the next step as well. Very exciting. You may have noticed, you may not have noticed too, yours truly is losing a little bit of weight. What? In fact, I lost a lot this week, and it might have been just the stress of the week. I think I lost 3 kilos this week. I don't even know how that happened. So I'm losing a little tiny bit of weight, a lot of weight too quickly, and it's starting to be a little bit noticeable, which is good. Make your second square on Wednesday. That works, Linny, but putting it together, well, I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. So that's what we're going to do, guys. I'm going to head off because I'm starving and I want to eat. I noticed all that water. Yes, maybe it is the water. It's starting to help a little bit. All right, so I'm going to head off, guys. I do want to thank everyone. I have noticed you lost a little bit, just a little. I do want to thank everyone for helping with the little square color combination today. Our lives are 4 p.m. Wednesday afternoons and 10 a.m. Saturday mornings, always Melbourne, Australia time. Focus on your clock in your country to our clock in our country and just marry them up. That's it. Thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Don't forget to have fun with your crochet and try to be good. I mean, really. See everybody. Ciao for now. Bye. Oh, bye all.